This project had many moving parts, so I'm going to walk you through the history of the Lockheed Martin Project Additie, senior project for Grand Valley State University. On day one, we received the initial project proposal from Lockheed Martin, as well as our groups that we would be working with. This consisted of myself, Drew Craven, Spencer Scarber, our team captain, and Alexandra Light, our secretary. Our faculty advisor was Madi Naruzi. Our sponsor contact was Eric Versluis with Lockheed Martin. The initial project proposal was not suited to the group that we were assigned, so the scope and inspect document was then developed to reflect what we would actually be able to accomplish in the project, which largely revolved around the ASTM testing and validation of a new dielectric material for Lockheed Martin's use. After all test plans, reporting, and deliverables were developed by the scope and inspect document, the document was then signed off by our group members, faculty advisor, and the sponsor contact. From there, we were able to develop a cohesive testing plan and equipment list to complete the testing required. This included specimen, geometry, fluids, testing fixtures, and any other additional materials required to complete the tests. Because of the long delay in material procurement, there was a significant amount of time dedicated up front to setting up test methods in Blue Hill, the Instron testing machine, preparing a rough draft in our report, and developing the analysis tools with which we would use to observe the data. Once we finally received all the specimen, we were able to thoroughly inspect all of the specimen, take dimensions, and verify their conformance to the expected parameters. Pictures were taken of all specimen, and then the testing methods could then be executed. Looking at an example of the 10-cell testing method, the ASTM method was then carried out accordingly, as seen in the video. After completing the specified ASTM test method, raw data was then moved over from the recording computer in Blue Hill to a processing computer, where the data was then analyzed using Microsoft Excel. These Excel spreadsheets took a lot of work to develop and housed the bulk of our report's information that would be useful to report to Lockheed Martin. After cleaning up data, useful trends and graphics could be developed to insert into the report. Summary data as well as individual specimen data was used to make important conclusions about the processing of the ASTM testing specifications. Finally, after completing a lot of tests, finalizing report formatting, and very, very careful, detail-oriented changes to our graphics, formatting, and report verbiage, the project was complete and the report was delivered to Lockheed Martin. Thank you. We're Project Additie.